What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Collection Corner for another exciting episode where we've got another quite stacked episode. Literally, there are stacks. I have items on the floor. Normally, I have them like sitting up here on this nice little raised area on my stool, but I literally have so many items to get into today that I have to have some of them sitting on the floor. So we're gonna kick it off here. Like, comment, subscribe, if you enjoy this, and let me know in the comment section what your favorite item from this video was. But we're gonna kick it off with an item that is already in your frame of sight, literally right next to my head. Hopefully this makes sense in terms of field of view. Otherwise, it's gonna look weird. But yes, I am working on this custom figure of NXT superstar and former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, Indy Hartwell. It's a work in progress, but I literally just started working on it this morning. And if you guys are wondering what figure I'm using for this, I'm on the last working step, really, waiting for the hair on the back here to dry. And then I'm going to go back over it with a nice second layer of paint and then some gloss to kind of cover it up. But if you're wondering what figure I used for this, it was an old NXT era Bayley figure. I just figured the skin tone matched enough and sort of the facial features were kind of similar. So I went in and I did this attire. I think it looks nice. Mattel hasn't, at the time of this video's recording, I don't know when this is going out, so they might have announced one by then, but Mattel has never done an Indy Hartwell figure yet, and I didn't want to wait any longer, because I have Austin Theory, I have Candice LeRae, I have Johnny Gargano, and I even have her husband Dexter Lumis, so I wanted to create the way. So with this, once I'm done with the final working steps, I'm going to sit her back up here so that way the paint and the glue can dry. But once that's completely done, I will have the entire The Way family. And I have some fig tees somewhere of all The Way logos, so I'll be able to put those all together and have them on a nice little row for a nice little picture for Instagram, which if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, the link for that is in the description below. But kind of wondering what item I should show off first. Let's show off another custom figure I did. This one actually took 2 days to finish, but I thought about the concept for this, and it was while I was at the store picking up another figure. So I ended up creating a custom Scarlet figure. This is Scarlet Bordeaux, based off of her look that she did in a photo shoot where it was her, her friend Harley Cameron, who I guess is also a wrestler now, and Shotzi Blackheart, where they dressed up as like DC women, and Scarlett obviously went as Harley Quinn, and I thought her look was really cool, so I wanted to try and replicate it as an action figure, obviously. So I popped off the head, molded new hair into the pigtails, painted that stuff, obviously painted the body and stuff like that, but this is not actually a Scarlett body. This is actually the figure of something else. Now, Scarlett's action figure skin tone is very specific, and even with the body that I did pick out, it's not entirely accurate to the facial skin tone. But, you got to take liberties sometimes. You're not always going to find the perfect match. But if you're wondering what body I used for this, I actually used the body of a Basics Lacey Evans figure. Now, you may be wondering, why did I use this one? Well, I didn't use this specific one because this is actually the Chase figure. This is actually the harder to find one. So this one was the original one, which I believe was like yellow trunks with a black top or something like that. But yeah, that's the body that I used for Scarlett. So I popped off the Lacey Evans head, popped off the Scarlett head, switched them around, did some paint, and that comes up with this. The only thing that's not accurate to the photo shoot is, I believe in the photo shoot she wore high heels, and obviously with Lacey Evans' figure it was flat boots, but honestly I kind of like it that way just because it makes it easier for this figure to stand up. But I've done this. I'm contemplating whether or not I want to try and create a Karrion Kross as a Joker, because I remember doing fan art a while back of Scarlett's Harley Quinn, and I also did Karrion Kross as the Joker. So I don't know. Maybe I am going out to the store tomorrow. So who knows? If I come across Karrion Kross, I might pick one up. I might mold his hair because ever since he left WWE, he grew out his hair. So that could be a good idea for maybe him to have the green hair, maybe lighten up the skin a little bit and do some customizing there. But yeah, that's the custom Scarlet. And then, like I said, Chase Lacey Evans, nice figure. Um, I'm a fan of Lacey Evans. I think she plays the gimmick of sassy Southern Belle very, very well. I just realized I have some wrapping paper on my desk, so knocked it off there with the figure. But yeah, those are two very nice figures to add to the collection. Another custom. Like I said, I've been working with a lot of custom stuff lately. Um, hmm. Let's do this stuff all at once, just because I kind of want to get it out of the way quickly, because it will be fairly quickly to talk about. I picked up some trading cards, so I have 2 boxes of NXT trading cards, and these will be done in a separate video, but a little tease for them. These packs guarantee at least 2 autographed cards in each box. So in both of these boxes, there is at least 2 autographed cards. So if you guys want to check out that unboxing video, I guess it would be called, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with the notification bell turned on, so that way once I do that video, then you guys will see it ASAP. But not only will we be doing an NXT card unboxing, we will also finally be doing an AEW card unboxing. I finally got some cards off of a website that actually had them for a very good price. And yeah, we're gonna unbox 3 boxes of AEW and then those 2 big boxes of NXT cards. So like I said, if you guys keep an eye out for those videos, they're definitely going to be interesting. Which actually, let me get this item out of the way first, and then we'll come back to something else about the cards. But I did a recent Ringside Collectibles order, and I picked up 2 more Chelsea Green action figures just because I've done quite a few Chelsea Green custom action figures lately, and I just bought 2 more just in case I had any more ideas for custom attires to do. I would just have the figures on hand already to work on them. But if you guys have any suggestions for like any Chelsea Green attires that she's ever worn, link me some like Google pictures in the comments and I'll check them out. Maybe one of them could get made. But this is what I wanted to talk about in terms of the cards. I actually, while I was at the store, I picked up this binder, which is actually a trading cards binder where obviously you have these sleeves and you put your trading cards in. So all of the good cards that I have gotten from my recent card unboxings that you guys have seen on the channel go in here, and obviously any good cards from the upcoming card unboxing videos will go in this. So I'm not getting into card collecting super hardcore. I just wanted that just so it would be a little bit nicer of a place to put some of my more I don't know why I sounded very country there, but put some of my more awesome cards, you know what I mean. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see. I'm contemplating what to do next, because like I said, I've got stuff up here, but I also got stuff on the floor, so I kind of want to go through some of the stuff on the floor. I'll show this off, because this is pretty sick. This is actually very unique. This is actually a pro wrestling relic piece, and this is... Oh, this is a pro wrestling relic piece. Immediately drops it on the floor. It's trust me, it's safe. It's in a very hard, like, protective case. But this is from Too Sweet Antiques. So thank you very much to Too Sweet Antiques, because this is a signed Matt Cardona relic card with part of his fabric from his gear that he wore at the Hammerstein Ballroom show that GCW did, the World on GCW. So yeah, it's in this very nice protective case, number 30 out of 100, so not a bad number. But yeah, that was from Too Sweet Antiques. And yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. Big fan of Matt Cardona. I had a lot of fun watching the World on GCW show, so now I have a part of his gear. I don't remember if it was the trunks or the jacket that this is. I'm fairly certain it's the trunks. So I got some piece of like the red fabric. So yeah, that is pretty cool to have that. And I like the hardened case around it. I'm definitely gonna keep that in the hardened case. And yeah, little shout out to Too Sweet Antiques. If you want to check out any other pro wrestling antique stuff that website has, go ahead. Check out the website, Too Sweet Antiques. I'm not sponsored by them, but you know, they made that purchase fairly easy. I think that was like $50 or something like that. But to own a piece of gear from one of my favorite wrestlers going today, from a very fun show, that's a pretty damn good price. But speaking of that card, this is actually a really great segue. I wasn't planning on getting to this next, but a really great segue into our next item, which is, it's sort of double, but I'm showing this off. I have new gear for the Super 7 Matt Cardona that I got. I got the gear from the World on GCW, so I've got the Fuck McFoley flannel jacket and the If Cardona Wins We Riot shirt. And then I also got the Super 7 Brian Myers. Now, these are obviously out of the box. I'm actually going to be posting a separate unboxing video for these. But yeah, I just wanted to show off this gear, which now goes with my custom Chelsea green that I did, which is also from the World on GCW. So now I have the duo from the World on GCW, and comes with the custom kendo sticks. So yeah, very awesome to finally have the Super 7 figures. Awesome to have the custom gear from Pro Wrestling Lucha on Instagram. He does great fabric work. Not the first time I've bought from him. Definitely will not be the last, especially with how great a quality his figure gear is. Another example of which right here, on the same order, I picked up the Cody Rhodes heel babyface winner shirt. Now, I bought this before he left AEW, so, I mean, to an extent, I'm kind of bummed. But I still think it's a great shirt, and it just adds more to this custom Cody Rhodes, which now has a fully, I don't know if I've shown this off, I fully painted the shovel with metallic gold paint. So I think that even adds to it even more. And then up next, we have my CM Punk Elite action figure. I believe this was Elite 79 or something like that, but I got the CM Punk shorts and also the CM Punk AEW shirt to sort of update him more, just because I don't know if I really want to get the AEW unmatched figure of CM Punk, so figured it'd be a little bit easier just to update the one that I already have, which this looks really great. I'm telling this, the clothing looks so official and so well done. Great job to Pro Wrestling Lucha. Again, great fucking job. Speaking of Lucha, the next item on our list, we're getting really good with the segues in this episode, but the next item on our list is this Luchador, Rey Mysterio, in the white and red attire with a microphone that was in CM Punk's hand before. I got this attire just because this one, and you're wondering why the WWE Championship is around his waist. Well, this is the same gear that Rey Mysterio wore when he won the WWE Championship back on Raw in 2011. And then later that night, John Cena became the biggest heel in my mind by telling Rey, hey, I know you just had a match for the WWE Championship. Well, I'm invoking my rematch clause, and we're having the title match later on tonight. Fuck John Cena for that. But yeah, that's why I got Rey with this gear, and since CM Punk is now more updated into his AEW attire, I didn't want to pose him with the WWE Championship, so I figured I would give it to Rey in this attire along with the microphone. So yeah, that's kind of the story behind why I picked up that Rey Mysterio. Another Rey Mysterio to add to my ever-growing collection of figures just based around Rey Mysterio. The last loose action figure that I'm going to show off here is a loose basic that I bought. I think I found him at Target. It's a Bobby Fish. I got him for my AEW shelf, and obviously I tried to update him a little bit more because he was wearing a shirt with the Undisputed Era's like logos and stuff on it, but I took like a mini AEW logo and just put it on it. I don't know why the fuck they put him in a shirt. But, you know, to each is their own, whatever. I wasn't going to try and paint over the body and stuff just because he has a back tattoo, so it would have been hard to hide. So this was the next best thing. So yeah, Bobby Fish, and then I have something else here that actually goes with the Bobby Fish, so we're just going to skip right to that. Along with the double Chelsea Greens that I picked up, I also picked up the Adam Cole Elite figure. Now, I know AEW is doing an Adam Cole figure, but I wanted to get this one now for my shelf. But also, I don't mind customizing. And also, Pro Wrestling Lucha, I'll probably be reaching out to him so I can get the Adam Cole custom jacket that he's done, because, again, he does awesome fucking work, and maybe, who knows, maybe I'll get an official Red Dragon shirt for Bobby Fish here and Kyle O'Reilly, so we'll have some even more updated AEW figures. But I will definitely take this out of the box, and I will definitely paint up the trunks to make it look more up to date with his AEW attire. But I'm glad I finally pulled the trigger on that one. I was waiting for Ringside Collectibles to get some damaged packaging ones just so it'd be a bit cheaper. Let's go with this item. This is another WWE Elite figure. This I found at Target while I was getting some stuff. Funny enough, it's actually when I got that card collection folder. I actually found this on an end cap. I got Damian Priest, a very beautiful figure. Another one where I said to myself I would pick it up if only I found it in the stores. I wouldn't buy it online. I would just buy it for the retail price. So yes, a very nice figure. Gonna look very nice on my shelf. Damian Priest, I actually saw back when he was still called Punishment Martinez in NXT at my NXT house show in Columbus, Ohio, which is actually a vlog that I did, a WrestleDude doc that I did. So if you guys want to check that out, I saw Punishment Martinez, which is another reason why I picked up this figure. Not just because it looks beautiful, but because it has a bit of sentimental value to me. Let's see. Let's go with this next. It's a Funko Pop, something that we haven't really had a lot of, just because I've been slowly lowering down the amount of Funko Pops that I get. But there was a collection that I was talking about starting a while back that I kind of cooled off on for a bit, just because I was buying other stuff and I wanted to save up my money a bit. But it was for a collection of musicians and musical people that I enjoy a lot, that I would want to get a nice little collection of. So to add to the collection, we have Angus Young from AC/DC. I love AC/DC music, a lot of classic rock music, but I love a lot of AC/DC songs. So instead of getting the entire band, I figured I would sort of get the more iconic and front man for the band. So I have Angus Young, and then I do have two more musicians on the way, so they'll probably be featured in the next episode. But yeah, once those two come in, those will be the final two that I need for my nice little musicians collection. But yeah, that was a very nice one. Contemplating what to show you guys next. Actually, I'm gonna show this thing on the ground just so I can kind of get it out of the way. But I bought one of these AEW action rings, but I wasn't planning on keeping it as an AEW action ring. So I got some red ropes from Wrestling Figure Company. They're obviously a wrestling figure company. Like I said before, they did the Rising Stars figures that you see here. So I bought the red ropes from them, and I updated it to be a ring for Impact Wrestling. And I actually drew the logo myself. I actually put like a piece of paper over my computer screen. I traced out the logo, and odds are I'll probably print off some smaller logos to go here on the ring post. But yeah, I wanted to have an updated Impact Wrestling ring, and Impact has the same ring posts as AEW, so I figured this would be a smart thing to do. Honestly, I think it looks pretty fucking awesome, especially like if you hold it back here, like the logo itself looks very fucking good in my opinion, and that's not just because I did it. But yeah, that's what that is. So yeah, I'll have smaller logos for here, and obviously some smaller ones for the turnbuckle pads. But yeah, a very nice display piece. At some point, I'll probably do a big Instagram photo of the ring with all of my Impact Wrestling stars that are here on my shelf, which, funny enough, I have quite a few. So yeah, that'll be a pretty cool photo once we actually do it, whenever we do it. Let's see here. What is that? piece of trash. Anyway, sorry for the little pause there. I'm trying to contemplate which to show you next. We'll do this. This is from the Three Jokers line from the Batman figures. This is Batgirl. I don't have a Batgirl figure, and I thought Batgirl was pretty cool in this comic book storyline. And the figure itself looks pretty sick, along with the Batarang. I like that it's a different color, associates differently from Batman's Batarang. So yeah, that'll go on the comic book shelf. And along with that, I also picked up Oswald Cobblepot the Penguin from The Batman, which I really fucking loved that film. It is my #2 favorite Batman movie of all time, so glad I picked up the Penguin from that. Very cool figure. Obviously, he will be taken out of the box and displayed next to the Batman figures once the time comes. Okay, make sure this doesn't fall off. Some of my stuff is starting to fall off just because the poster board that this is all sitting on is kind of at a slant, so some of it's starting to slide off. This is a cool piece. So this is WWE Elite Series, there we go, Elite Series 48. This is Elite Series 48 Boogeyman. Now, I found this on Amazon, and it had Prime shipping on it, meaning I got it within a day. And this is a fucking sick figure. And Boogeyman is another character from pro wrestling that holds a sentimental place for me, just because the way that I got into pro wrestling was from a Wii game called SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 for the Wii. And one of the things in that game was Road to WrestleMania. And The Undertaker's Road to WrestleMania, you go on and you face the Boogeyman at WrestleMania. And I thought the Boogeyman's whole role in the story I thought was really cool, and his reveal was really awesome. So glad to have him in my collection for a very good price. And like I said, Prime shipping, so it got here really fucking quickly. So I'm really glad that we finally got that. And it even comes with his staff, and I believe the clock is cracked, which means I think it might also be breakable and then like clicks back together. So who knows? We'll have to see once I take it out of the packaging, because obviously I am a loose collector, so it'll definitely be taken out of the packaging soon. Let's see. Let's go with this, because this has been a long time coming. Now, as you guys can see back here behind Indy Hartwell, I do have a Wildcat U2s, and I have my Dahi Denogla eye popper thing, along with a Scotty Minecraft figurine and a Terrorizer Minecraft figurine. But Wildcat is actually not the first U2s that I bought. I am holding the first U2s that I ever actually bought. It's just that back when I bought it, it was for pre-order, and then I just had to wait for it to get to me. But finally it got to me. The Terrorizer U2s, the Silent Brian Terrorizer U2s. I'm glad this finally got to me. I was wondering what was taking it so long, because I was seeing pictures on Twitter and stuff like that of other people getting them on time. And so I ended up messaging customer support asking nicely, because what I thought had happened was I thought something had gone wrong with my payment with my card. And they were very nice. They messaged me back like, no, your card is fine. It's just, for whatever reason, it just hasn't shipped yet. So we'll send a message forward and we'll have it shipped out to you. So there we have it. There is the Terrorizer Silent Brian U2s. I think it looks sick, and it will go right next to my Wildcat and my Nogla. Oh, that's funny. There's a little message on the inside of the box that says, "Why did you open this?" Because I wanted to see what Terrorizer looked like. I'm putting them back, don't worry. But yeah, I think that looks sick. I really hope that Terrorizer does more U2s, because I do think him and a lot of the characters from, I guess, the Vanoss Gaming group, a lot of their characters really do look very good as like cartoonish vinyl figurines, so who knows. Like I said, Nogla doesn't have a U2, so the Nogla eye popper is kind of the closest I'll get, but there we go. I have my favorite trio from the Vanoss Gaming group. I have Terrorizer, Nogla, and Wildcat. Team Pork Patties, as some of you may know them as, but if you're not a fan of any of those YouTubers, then that entire little segment kind of just bored you, which is why we're getting into some more comic book stuff, which is in the form of these retro Spider-Man figures that I found at Target. I have two different ones. I have Ben Reilly Spider-Man, which I'm not really familiar with. I'll be honest, I just picked him up because I thought the suit looked pretty cool. And then the second one that I picked up is Spider-Man Armor Mark 1, which I'm only familiar with through the Spider-Man PS4 game. It was an unlockable outfit that you could get, but I do think these Spider-Man figures look really cool. Obviously, I'm going to take them out of the packaging, but they're going to go on my comic book shelf next to my other Spider-Man figures. I'm going to sit those right there just because if you guys can't see, hold on a second, all the stuff I've shown you so far is sitting right here. And I have run out of space, so that's why I sat that stuff back there. Hold on a second. Trying to make sure you guys don't fall on me. There we go. So let's see. We've got two more items to show you guys. This is not a figure. This is a book set. This is the Percy Jackson book set. I've only ever seen the two films, and I wanted to know how the story ends, just because they leave the second movie on a cliffhanger, and obviously a third movie never got made, so that's a big fucking cliffhanger. So yeah, my brother recommended I pick up the whole box set, obviously at Target. It was 20% off, and a good price for all the books all together, so I will definitely be reading that in the future. Goodness gracious. My throat is starting to get a little sore. But the final item that we have for today came all the way from Australia. I don't know why I said it like that, but I'm trying to... I think I might have moved the camera a little bit too much there. There we go. Hold on. I'm trying to find... There we go. There's a good in-between. Anyways, the final item today is from Australia, and it's a Toy Story item. This is the utility belt Buzz Lightyear. It glows in the dark. It came from Australia, and the way that they have to pack things, it couldn't come with batteries, so none of the lights or anything works. But the thing about this Buzz Lightyear is it's a bit of a fixer-upper, and you may be wondering what I mean. Well, look at that helmet. That helmet is crusty. There's a whole bunch of paint chip marks and stuff. All this stuff back here needs cleaned up. Sort of the face, like the paint and stuff on the face, looks very, very pale. So this is going to be a restoration job. I'm going to be going to Walmart actually tomorrow, and I'm going to pick up one of the Buzz Lightyears that I've seen there on clearance, and I'm going to switch out the helmets, maybe switch out the backpack back here just because this looks a little grimy. I ordered new stickers and stuff online. As you can see, like stickers like right here and on the arms and stuff are starting to chip off. So this will be made brand new. It will look brand new. I will clean off some of the scuff marks and stuff like that. But yeah, I really love this figure. I was waiting online to find one that was cheap, and this was about $100, 100 and something odd dollars with shipping and handling and stuff like that. Like I said, all the way from Australia. But definitely worth it. A very cool version of Buzz from my favorite Toy Story movie, Toy Story 2. So very happy to have it in the collection. I have to maybe move some stuff around to fit it in. But yeah, I'm very excited to see the final job and what it actually looks like once I have all the pieces together. But the utility belt was the thing that really sold me on it, just because very nice coloring. You can click the belt in and it'll make sounds once I put batteries and stuff in it. But yeah, I'm very excited for this restoration job. And I'm very excited to finally have some of this stuff in my collection, stuff that I've been waiting on for a while. Like I said, like the U2s, some very exciting reading materials, some custom figures that I'm working on. I'll be honest, I think I maybe have like one more episode of the collection corner, and then I think my collection days are going to be put on hold for quite a while. So yeah, I'm gonna get all the stuff ready for the final episode, or I guess the final episode before a very long series break. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this. Thank you guys for watching. And oh, what do you want to say, Buzz? Buzz wants to say goodbye. So goodbye, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next episode of the Collection Corner.